Hey guys, what is up? Doing a brand new video. This one is going to be a DVD and Blu-ray update. I almost stuffed up the title there. I almost went to go say talking about, and then I sort of stopped myself. One DVD and Blu-ray update. So, yes, this is a haul, not an update. I have 175 titles, I think I counted, or 170 something. It'll be in the title. So, yeah, I've gone berserk in the last month, just under a month. My last update was on the, I think 22nd or 24th. I think it was 22nd of December. So this is a January haul. Yeah, so it's been just under a month. So hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm not going to spend too much time talking at the start here because honestly there's 170 whatever titles to get through. The first four here, I'm going to start the update with, not to bore the people if they're watching, I got sent 4 films from MadMen to review. I didn't have to pay a dime for these. They sent them to me just off the back of their t-shirt for me to review on my channel. So if you guys enjoy my reviews of these 4 films. First one up here stars Tom Hardy, and it's called Loki or Locke, or however you want to say it. I'm calling it Loki. I don't know, because if it's Locke, it's L-O-C-K, there's no E on Locke. So I'm saying Loki as in the Avengers, because it sounds better and it's spelled with an E. Pretty much what this is about is, I've never seen the film Drive, but I'm assuming it's something like Drive. And pretty much it's about Tom Hardy's character, and he's pretty much in a car the entire movie, and I mean the entire movie. There's probably 30 seconds to a minute at the start. I'm not exaggerating at all. It's 30 seconds to a minute at the start where he is getting into his car. That's it. That's all we see of him outside his car. And pretty much it's him in his car sorting out a couple of problems. He works for a building company or a concrete factory, whatever. He's building a building of concrete, and he's on his way to go see a girl that he got knocked up. He's married and he cheated on his wife and got a girl knocked up. He's on his way to go see the lady that he got pregnant, and on the way he's got to deal with some problems such as, the concrete, the building he's building, and his wife and his kids, and all this different stuff that's going on in the movie, and it's just him in this car dealing with these problems. I thought it was an amazing film. It's definitely, it's a great film. I'm not going to say amazing, I'm going to say great film. There was probably about 5 to 10 minutes in there, probably towards the end, where you're like, okay, it should have ended here. Just got a little bit boring at the end, and then it sort of ended about 5 or 10 minutes after you started getting a little bored, and you're like, okay, it's ended good. I like the way it ended. It sort of wrapped everything up and said, okay, we've dealt with all the problems that he's had. Yeah, and I thought it was a great concept. Assuming it's something like Drive. I've never seen Drive. I own it on Blu-ray. I haven't seen it, so I know all you guys are going to be like, why haven't you seen Drive? And I haven't had any time to, and I haven't really been that interested. Anyway, but I'm not a fan of Tom Hardy, really. He was pretty decent in this film. His accent was kind of shit. I didn't really like it. It was sort of like a British Indian guy. I don't know. He was from Europe, some part of Europe, because they kept talking about it's the biggest thing in Europe and whatnot. So he was from somewhere in Europe, but it definitely doesn't sound like a German accent, really, because my parents are from Germany, and yeah, okay. Moving on. The trip to Italy. I haven't seen, I think they've done 2 or 3 of these now. I haven't seen the last one or the last 2, however many they've done. So it was sort of just like I was jumping into a sequel or the 3rd part of a trilogy. I don't know how many there are exactly. I have to look up after this. So it's sort of like I was jumping into something that had already, explained itself. I thought it was good. It was a little bit funny. I mean, it's got Steve Coogan in it. What can go wrong? He's kind of funny. But yeah, I thought it was great. The picture quality is great. Actually, all these films from MadMen had brilliant picture quality, so I don't have to say every time. They all had brilliant picture quality and brilliant sound. And I'm not just saying that, they actually do have really good picture quality for MadMen, so that's one thing that I'm going to credit MadMen for, is great picture quality. So that's MadMen there, the little symbol down the bottom. If you see that, definitely go pick up some of their films, because most of their films are really decent. Next 2 I found great and fantastic. The next one here is Life of Crime, starring Jennifer Aniston. And it's also got the guy from Sons of Anarchy who plays Bobby, who's my favourite character in Sons of Anarchy. I thought he was the best character in this. It started off a little slow, but then really did pick up about the halfway point, about the 40-45 minute mark. Pretty much the concept of this movie was that Jennifer Aniston gets kidnapped one day. She's in the kitchen and she gets kidnapped by these guys. Doesn't really explain why. And then explains that her husband and her are like really rich, and that her kidnappers are wanting, I think, like $2 million or something, or $1 million or $2 million from her husband, who is cheating on Jennifer Aniston. And it's sort of like a comedy, drama, you know, it's got a couple of different things in there. It's like an indie art house sort of film. I enjoyed it though, overall, really fantastic film. Definitely want to check out, had a couple of laughs in there, you know, whatnot. So definitely one to check out on Blu-ray. Definitely a great film. And this next one and the last MadMen film is my favourite out of the 4 that I got sent from MadMen, and I actually probably would have paid for this. But I got it for free, so it's even better. It's called What We Do in the Shadows. I found this one to be hilarious. This is probably one of the funniest films of last year. It was so funny. It's a New Zealand film, and it's pretty much about this group of vampires. I think there's 3 of them, and they pretty much one of them. No, it's about 4 vampires, but one's in the basement, so you never actually really see him. One of them bites a kid, because what happens is that the main vampire, I can't remember what any of their names were, he has like a housekeeper, whatnot, and she comes in and does all the laundry and dishes and stuff, but she wants to be bitten and he won't. And she pretty much brings them in 2-3 people once a week or once a night or something for them to bite and eat and whatnot. And one of the kids, because they kill him and they eat him and drink their blood and stuff, they don't turn him, but one of the kids that they had got turned, and it's about him, like, you know, it's about him running amok and then, you know, them following him. It's sort of like a documentary film sort of thing, so it's a film, but they've tried to do it as a documentary sort of thing. It's kind of really hard to explain, but it was absolutely hilarious. A lot of people didn't like this. I found it hilarious. I got a weird sense of, I got a weird taste in films, but I found this to be amazing. And New Zealand are coming out with a lot of good films. Obviously they're known for The Hobbit and stuff and The Lord of the Rings, but this is probably up there with one of the best New Zealand films. And I love New Zealand films, which is funny because I'm not really a big fan of Australian films. I'm from Australia, so don't be like, oh, why are you bagging Australian films? I'm from Australia, so I can bag them if I want. But that's the MadMen films they sent me. Moving on to quite a few DVDs. Usually I'm a Blu-ray hoarder, as you guys know. Just look behind me, I don't really collect DVDs all that often. About half of them I bought, the other half I got as a Christmas present. I'll explain when I get to them. I'm going to show you the ones that I bought first though. Starting off here with one that I found for $1. I've been trying to find this everywhere. I think I found maybe 1 or 2 listings on eBay, but they're like $40, $50. I'm like, I'm not paying that for that. I mean, I wanted to complete my collection of it, and you can probably see it here. It's about here, the collection of what I'm about to show you. But I found it for $1 at a used store, and that's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation, starring Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey. I forgot his name there for a sec. The second and this one obviously are just crapola. They are really not films. They're not films. They're just crapola sequels. I was really grabbed when they rebooted the series with the Michael Bay one, even though Michael Bay is a shit filmmaker. I was really happy when they rebooted with Jessica Biel. I thought that was a great remake, and then they started going back up. The beginning was getting better, but still wasn't really that great. And then the new Texas Chainsaw, a lot of people gave hate to. I seem to like it though, so they're sort of going uphill. I reckon a lot of people are still believing they're going downhill, but I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacres. I think they're a great franchise. This really didn't feel like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film though. It really just felt like it could have been a horror film on its own, but I think they just sort of went, let's just chuck the name Texas Chainsaw Massacre on there. Let's just pay the companies and the makers of the original and just put Texas Chainsaw Massacre on there. We'll make a couple million. And it really didn't. It made a couple of thousand, I'm pretty sure. I watched a documentary on it, and they were getting less and less money each time, and some of them were only getting like a couple $100 and whatnot. Overall, decent horror film, but if you're thinking of it as a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film, it was crapola. But for $1, I found it to be the perfect price. I probably wouldn't pay anything more than $5 or $6 for it, but yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation, yeah. Next up, we have a Alfred Hitchcock film called 39 Steps. I haven't had the chance to watch this. I think I've only seen probably a handful of his films. I've seen The Birds, and there was one other that I watched. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's The Man Who something. I can't remember what it was. I'm going blank, but I definitely have to watch this. I do love Alfred Hitchcock films. There's just something about him. You can see why he's like why he's the best director out there. He just made so many good films. I mean, The Birds was just amazing. So I'm eventually going to start collecting all these films. I know he's got quite a few out on Blu-ray over here in Australia. So I'm going to get all the ones he has on Blu-ray here on Blu-ray. And then all the rest just on DVD or VHS if they haven't been released on DVD or Blu-ray. So next up is one I haven't opened. There's actually a couple in here I haven't opened yet. They came sealed and I just haven't opened them, which is really weird for me because I usually open everything on the way home. But this next one is, I was going to send this to one of my mates in America and then I decided not to. Still haven't opened it. It's called I Love Huckleberries. I have no clue what this is. It stars Dunstan Hoffman, Jude Law, Michael Berg, who everyone hates, and Naomi Watts. I don't know what the hell this is about. It was just, I picked it up for like $5. I'm like, that seems like it could be fun, but I don't know. It could be crapola. Next one I got here was more of a thing that I could watch with friends and stuff. It's not really something I really wanted to watch, but it was like $1. It's Dynamo, what's called Magician Impossible. It's a 2-disc set for $1. I couldn't really say no to it. It was like in brand new condition, $1. Why the hell not? You know, sometimes it's good just to sit back and watch some of the stuff you would have seen on free-to-air TV. I'm not really the free-to-air TV person. The only thing I watch is NCIS on TV. That's about it. I used to be a TV addict. I used to watch everything from MasterChef to, you know, Big Brother to this and that and this. And now all of a sudden it's like NCIS and that's it. There's nothing else I want to watch on TV. It's just gone to crap. So, yeah, Dynamo. Ooh, almost fell off the chair. Now I'm going to get a drink of water from my Hobbit cup. So I'm going to be here a while, so I brought a cup of water to have, and it's really hot, so you can probably see me sweating. So yeah, we're going to be here for a while, so I needed water. Next up is Toys, starring Robin Williams. Everyone's been trying to collect his films since he passed away, very, very sad. I haven't really intended to collect his films and such, but if I've gone to a store and there was one of his films cheap, I'd pick it up. Like Toys was $1. I picked up a couple other ones. There was another one, I think it was Hudson on Moscow or something, that was $1. I think that was in my last update. As I said, if they're like $1 or $2 for like his older films, I'll pick them up. If they're his newer films, I'll probably pay like $5 or $10 for them. But yeah, I've gotten quite a few Robin Williams films, but not intentionally since he's died. Not that I don't want to pick up all his films, but it's not something I sort of just went, hey, I'm going to collect all his films now that he's dead. It's just been, hey, there's his films, they're going to start becoming less and less likely to see on the shelves, so I may as well just start getting as many as I can now. Anyway, moving on so I don't talk too much. One called Walled In. I haven't heard anything about this. I love my horror films. Looks like a horror film on the back. It could be a drama thriller, I don't care. It's still sort of the same thing to me, but me and my best friend, we love watching horror films, so we've been trying to collect as many horror films as we can so we can watch heaps and heaps of horror films when we see each other. So yeah. There's actually quite a few horror films in here, believe it or not. So this next one is a horror film. It's a new release. It's called Whir. I saw the ad for this quite a few months ago. I forgot what it was about, but I do remember I did want to see it, so I picked up. It was $20-something, I think $22 or $23. I can't remember what it was about, but I do remember liking the trailer and saying I did want to pick it up. So obviously it was something that I was really interested in. So I picked that up. So just chucking them over there, and I've got so many, so I may stop and start the camera to move all my stuff around because there's piles all around me. Next one is an Elle Fanning horror film. Never heard of it. I just picked it up because it was like really cheap, it was like $5, and it's Twixt. Elle Fanning is becoming so popular. I'm not a massive fan of her. The first time I saw her in anything was in Super 8. Pretty sure that was her first role along with Joel Courtney. And stuff like that, but Twixt seemed like it could be interesting. Yet again, a lot of these are blind buys. I usually just do that if it looks good from the cover and the pictures in the back, So sometimes I will just say it looked good from the cover. So sometimes I won't give you a review about some movies, but then you'll get some that I loved and I'll just ramble on it for like 20 minutes, and that's why the videos go for like hours on my channel. So you know, when I don't do a video for like a week or 2 weeks, you know there's going to be a massive update, like a huge one. So I sort of save all my YouTube minutes for now, so people don't watch 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there of a video and then, you know, watch a 5-minute update. I'd rather do 2 or 3 videos a month of 10 minutes each and then do an hour-and-a-half update, and that's my YouTube time of what a normal YouTuber would do 10 or 12 videos on. I'm rambling again, that's why these videos go for so long. Yet again, another Robin Williams film, A Merry Christmas Miracle, one that I wasn't a fan of, to be honest, but it was good, it was okay. It's a good Christmas movie. It's not one I'm going to watch every year, but it's one I'm going to pop on every probably 2, maybe 3 years. It's got Lauren Graham in it. It's the reason I picked this up. I really should be saying I picked it up because of Robin Williams, but I really did pick it up for Lauren Graham, who is in a lot of things, Parenthood and whatnot. But yeah, Merry Christmas Miracle, yet again, I think it was a $5 or $6 title, so that's really all I pay for DVDs. I'm not going to pay more than $10 to $12 for a DVD, unless it's something like Word, which wasn't released on Blu-ray, and if it's something I really want. Okay, next up is Anna Paquin in Free Ride. Yet again, I don't know what this is. A lot of blind buys because they were all just really cheap from used stores and stuff like that, and they were all in new condition. But yeah, Anna Paquin, True Blood's just finished up, so I'm like, oh, what the hell, it's $5, Anna Paquin. I feel like True Blood should still be on, so I'm going to watch a couple of the actors' films and whatnot. So, Free Ride, yeah, I'll probably pop that on probably tomorrow or the next day when I finish work. Yet another blind buy which stars Lena Headey and Sam Neill. It's called The Adventure, The Curse of the Midas Box. I don't know. When I buy all these movies, I write them on a list because I buy so many, and I literally just wrote The Adventure. I didn't write The Curse of the Midas Box. And considering I can't remember the title by heart, means I haven't seen it yet, which means it's probably really bad. Yeah, again, it was probably like $3 or $4, I think. It's really hard to remember all these costs. Usually I say DVDs cost about $4 or $5 because I don't usually pay more than that unless I know I only paid like $1 or something for the title, which actually is the next one. I paid $1 for this. It's the Poseidon Adventure. I've seen probably the last half of this on TV years and years ago, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. I saw the last half of it as they were getting off the boat just before it sank. Oh, spoiler, I'm sure you will know it sinks. I love the remake. The remake was amazing. I haven't seen all this yet, so I can't say if I prefer this one other than the remake. I know a lot of people always are like, oh, the original is really great, the sequel, you know, the remake sucks. I really enjoyed the sequel, so I don't know, I could really enjoy this as well, or I could really hate it, because as you guys know, I have a really weird taste in films. If you're ready to watch and whatnot, you guys know I have a weird taste in films. Like I hate overrated films, and I love hated films. It's just the way I am. Next movie is called Pete Smells the Dead. Yet again, it starts, that's his name, Mark Booney Jr. That's his name from Sons of Anarchy. It's the guy in the red shirt there. He's from Sons of Anarchy. And it also stars Steve Buscemi and Peter Dinklage. Yeah, it's called Pete Smells the Dead. I don't know what this is about. Yet again, I got it for Peter Dinklage, who's obviously in Game of Thrones, which I cannot wait to start back. Yeah, it seems good. It's got an interesting cover. So yeah, I don't know. It could be a big part of the crap. Alrighty, this video probably won't be edited all that much because it's probably the biggest update I've probably ever done this thing, and most of my updates are edited, like you'll see a little cut because I ramble on for too long or I say something I don't want to go on the update. Most updates usually go for about an hour and 20 minutes, and in real time the raw footage probably goes for about 2 hours. I cut out probably a good 10-20 minutes or more in my updates. This is probably all just going to be raw footage. May do a little bit of editing at the start and at the end, whatnot, but all this will just be me talking, so I hope you guys don't get too bored. Hopefully I'll be able to write all the movies down below. I probably should have put these in order so I can just write the list, but so you guys can just click on ones you want to see reviews of. But anyway, I'm going to shut up and move on. Another Peter Dinklage film. It also stars Ryan Quentin, who also stars in True Blood, who's a True Blue Aussie, and it's called Knights of Badassadum. I don't know. Knights of Badassadum. Yeah, I don't know. I'm Badastum. I don't know. Is it Badastum? Badastum. I don't know. I'd say help me out on it, but the comments really wouldn't help. They wouldn't. I got Beethoven's Treasure Tale. I think I've only seen the first Beethoven, which would have been years ago, probably at least 8 or 9 years going back now. I don't think I've ever seen any sequels. It's sort of like a fun one, I'm assuming. It's just going to be like a Sunday afternoon, I'm bored, let's just pop on a kids movie. Which is funny because I don't really like kids movies all that much. I hate Disney, and I know people people hate me for it. All my friends get angry at me because I say I hate Disney and whatnot. There's only really certain ones I can watch. Like I love Finding Dory. It's Finding Nemo. Finding Dory is coming out in June 2016. They gave it a month in 2016. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of Disney or really animation in general. There's only probably a handful like Finding Nemo and Monsters Inc. that I really like. I like The Incredibles and the Toy Stories. That's probably it. Although I did see Big Hero 6 about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, and I did love that. It's probably one of my favourite animations now. Big Hero 6, if you haven't seen that, go check it out. I was really thinking about doing a movie review for it, but it was a little late. I saw it within like the last probably 2 or 3 days of it being in theatre, so I'm like, no one's really going to watch a Big Hero 6 movie review 2 days before release of theatre. So there's really no point in me doing that. I probably would have got like 10 or 12 movie reviews. I probably would have got 10 or 12 views, and I'm not even. But moving on, I'm still blubbering on. I got The Place Beyond the Pines, starring Ryan Gosling, Bradley Cooper, Eva Mendes, and Ray Liotta. I picked this up for $1 from a used store. I really got it from Ray Liotta. I really don't like Bradley Cooper, and a lot of people hate me again for that. But I don't care. I don't like Bradley Cooper. There's so many mainstream actors I hate. Probably going to do a video on that in the next probably week or so. You know, actors I hate, actors I love, or whatnot. I'll do one of those videos. There's a couple of videos I've been meaning to pump out, and I'm just like, I can't be bothered, I'm so lazy. And it's 20 minutes recording a video. I'm just so lazy. So yeah. The next one I got here, there was a night I was staying at a mate's house, and yes, I used to have Foxtel, then I got rid of it, but he had Foxtel at the time, and he fell asleep, and it was about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and they had this review on replay. They would show it, then show an episode of like, I can't remember what it was, they're like 10 or 20 minutes long, and then they would show it again, another episode of something, then this again, and they showed it like 3 or 4 times, and I watched the 3 or 4 times that they showed it because I was that bored. It's called Prey. I remember loving it. I want to show you guys a bit closer. I don't know any of the actors in here. It's really an unknown cast. I remember liking it. I think it's about them getting stuck in Africa, and it's about this killer lion. I mean, all lions are killers, but it's about a lion hunting them, and they're trying to get out of the car, and they have to run back. And so it's like a goose chase, but only with a lion and humans. So yeah, I think it was $1 or 50 cents. So next up, I know you guys are going to judge, it was 20 cents, and I'm like, what the hell, I may as well get it. It's another Sunday afternoon sort of thing. It's Lizzie McGuire. It's What's Lizzie Thinking? It's got 4 or 5 episodes on here. I don't know, if I can find others for 20 cents, I'm going to get them. It's a good Nickelodeon show, Disney show. It's a Disney. No way, it's Disney. And I couldn't say it's a good Disney show. It's an entertaining Disney show, I suppose. I don't know really how to word it. Okay, how would you word Lizzie McGuire if you're a boy? Home Alone 4, I want to get that first and second on Blu-ray. The third and fourth on Blu-ray here. I know they did the new one, Holiday Heist. I am not interested in seeing that. 4's okay, I remember bits and pieces of it. It's nothing really fancy, but it's one you can buy for $1 or $2, which I did. I got it for like $1. Honestly, the first and second are the best. I love the second one more than the first. It's sort of like a Terminator 2. It's actually better than the first. But yeah, Home Alone 4, great. I wouldn't say great movie, I'd probably just say good movie. This next one's called The Inevitable Defeat of Minister and Pete. I remember seeing the ads for this on, I can't remember what the movie I was watching. I saw the ads for it on a movie I was watching, and I'm like, that kind of looks interesting. It's about two young boys living in like the Bronx, so that was one I was interested in seeing. I picked it up, I think it was like $10. It's one of the rare ones I'll pay something for because it looks really good. Next is Volume 2 of something. I don't have Volume 1 yet, but it's got Sheila Booth in it. You can probably tell what it is. It's called Nymphomaniac. I think it's just all sex. I don't know. Oh yeah, it does. I was going to say, just part 2 of Sheila Booth, and it does. It's also got Stacey Martin in it. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to put that on. Should I put it on? Next one is a sequel to a movie I haven't seen, and it's called Beyond Reanimator. I got this for 50 cents. It's probably all I would pay for it. It is so corny, yet it is so entertaining. It's about this guy who mutilates dead people with this serum, and then he injects this guy who goes crazy, or this dead person, and he wakes up and he goes crazy, and he's got like this massive jaw that's like down to his chest, and he kills this girl in her house, and her brother sees it, and he's only like 10. Then it gets like 15, 20 years later, and the guy who injected the serum into the dead guy is in prison, and the kid is all grown up and he's a doctor or something, and he goes to prison to study like how they execute people and stuff. And he starts working with this guy to bring dead people back to life, and it was really weird. It was really weird. Yeah, I watched that with one of my aunties when she was down from Melbourne, and we were just sitting going, what are we watching? But next is a David Spade movie. You can't go wrong with David Spade film. I don't think I've really seen any David Spade films that are bad. Dickie Roberts amazing. Grown Ups is amazing. This one's Joe Dirt, believe it or not. I haven't seen this yet, so I definitely need to watch it. There have been times where I'm like, I'm going to put Joe Dirt on, and then I go get it. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll watch this, and then I don't end up watching it. So I definitely will watch it in the next couple of days, because I'm really interested in seeing that. This next one is called John Dies at the End. I remember seeing this on the new release hall when I worked for Video Easy. This was probably about a year and a half ago, and I worked for Blockbuster. So it's John Dies at the End. Yet again, it's an unknown buy. It's got Paul Giamatti in it. It was like $4. Yeah, tell me if it's any good. I don't think it will be, but you never know. You could get the occasional person who goes, yeah, I loved it. So, anyway, we have another one called The Nightmare Room from R.L. Stine. I like all these little goosebump stories. Not stories and such, but the movies they did. I started watching the Haunting Hour TV series. I watched the first probably 10 episodes, and I stopped watching it. Tried to find it to buy, but I can't find it anywhere. So hopefully I can find it shortly to buy, because I kind of enjoyed the series Haunting Hour, so maybe I can find it somewhere. That's not too expensive, so don't be sending me links. Don't spam my comments with links going, hey, here's one, and it's like $100. I don't really want to pay that much for it. Next up is Little Rascals Save the Day. I thought this was going to be crap. I honestly did, and I actually enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Probably not as much as the first, but almost as much as the first. I like the fact that they waited so long. I don't think it would have been a good sequel if they used the original cast, you know, a year or so later after the first. I like that they used a new cast, and I honestly thought it was going to be shit. I got it for like $8, and I loved it. I actually thought it was pretty decent. The kids did a great job in it. I don't think any of them did a bad job in such, but yeah, Little Rascals Save the Day, definitely want to check out if you're a fan of the original one. This one wasn't too bad, so yeah, it's definitely one to check out. Gonna have another drink. Oh, this one's from the Desolation Smug. I was hoping it was going to be the one I got from the Battle of the Five Armies. I saw Battle of the Five Armies on opening day in gold class. Oh, it was a fantastic experience. Alrighty, we're almost halfway through the DVDs, guys. Yay! Okay. All these next ones, I got, there's probably about 40 here, 40 DVDs. I got these for a Christmas present from my manager at work. I got a massive box. I was carrying it home like this in my car and whatnot. He gave me this for Christmas, about 40 movies, give or take 2 or 3 or whatnot. And I was like, oh my god, and I sold off probably a good 10 or 12 of them as well, because I already had them on Blu-ray or whatnot. Let's get into it. I'm going to rush through these so I can get onto the Blu-rays, because I hate talking about DVDs. Sylvester Stallone in Cliffhanger. It says special features, well, it's a special edition, sorry. I don't know what's special about it. There's not a second disc and there's like 3 bonus things on it. It's not a special edition. Special edition means you've got like a second disc, or there's like 50 bonus features, or there's something good on it. That's special edition to me. And it's not like a special cover or anything like a lenticular or a 3D or something. It's on one disc normal movie that's had special edition top. That's what they've done. I haven't seen that one by the way, so I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Stallone. Be Crime Rewind. I love this movie. Jack Black is hilarious and Sigourney Weaver's in it. What can go wrong? Yeah, I've owned this quite a few times, but I've sold it off to get something else. Now I've bought it back and sold it off, and I'm not selling it off again. I'll tell you that now. Sorry, I'm literally just sliding them down and going onto a massive pile. This one's called 444, The Last Day on Earth. I don't know if I should keep this. It's got William Dafoe in it from the original Spider-Man who played Green Goblin, the Tobey Maguire one that is. I find he's a great actor, so that is the reason I kept this. I don't know what this is about. It could be really good. So if you've seen this, 444, The Last Day on Earth, let me know if this is any good, because I really do like William Dafoe. So one that I was so happy was in this box. I was going to buy this on Blu-ray from America, and I'm like, oh yes, no, should I buy it? It's like $40. But he gave me the DVD of it. It was in there, and I'm like, okay, I can wait a little bit until the DVD comes down to about $10 or $12 in Australian dollars. And it's Kindergarten Cop. First time I saw this, I switched off after like 5 minutes because I didn't like it. I know, stupid, right? And then I watched it again on my computer because I'm like, I'll give it a second chance. It looks funny. Everyone keeps repeating lines off, and even I was doing lines for it, and I hadn't even seen it. You know, the classic line. It's I think everyone knows the line, even if you haven't seen it. I hadn't seen it, and I still knew it. So yeah, I watched it. Fantastic film. I can't believe I turned it off the first time after 5 minutes. What was wrong with me? But Kindergarten Cop is probably one of my favourite Arnold Schwarzenegger films. Off the top of my head, I could probably only think of like 3 that he's done, and he's done hundreds. But from what I can think of, this one's probably my favourite of Schwarzenegger, so yeah. This next one is a Jackie Chan film called Armor of God. I don't know, yet again, most of these ones in this box I haven't seen out or I haven't heard of, or, you know, so yet again it says special collector's edition. There's nothing special about it. I don't know what's so special about it. Oh, someone tell me, what is special about these? I don't know. This one is called Crazy. It's got Ali Larter in it. It's the reason I kept it. If it didn't have her in it, I definitely would have sold this. It really does look shit. To be honest, it really does look shit. And also I got the first and second Tomb Raider. I think they're in the works for a third. I don't know. I think they're in the third for a works. Works for a third. I don't know. I really don't want them to. So I remember liking the first. I can't remember if I've seen the second one or not. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've seen the first one, so I could have possibly seen the second one, but I don't know. I remember, I think it was Jackson99 talking about this. It was probably a good year and a half ago. I think Brian Mendoza recommended it to him, and that's the reason I kept this, because I think I remember him talking about it. And it's Analyze This. I can't remember if it was this or if it was Analyze That he was talking about. I think he said it was decent. I can't remember. But it's got Robert De Niro, so it must be good. I got a John Travolta film, stars Samuel L. Jackson. I hate Samuel L. Jackson. I hate him with a vengeance. He really reminds me of Denzel Washington. He gives me the shits. It's called Basic. I don't know, is this any good? I mean, is Samuel L. Jackson as annoying as he is in every other film? I mean, you guys probably don't find him annoying, but is he the same in every other film? Because if he is, I will take years to watch this. I also got this. This was a surprise to me. It's all the Dirty Harry films. It's a complete series of Dirty Harry. So you've got, obviously, Dirty Harry, Magnum Force, The Enforcer, Sudden Impact, and Deadpool. all these are in perfect condition. Like, none of them had scratches or anything on them. They're all perfectly new. So I'm like, oh my god, I just got like 40 something films for free for Christmas. And I got this one. This is another new and sealed one. As I said, there were a couple in here that were new and sealed. It's called Dracula Dead and Loving It. It's got Mel Brooks and Leslie Nelson in it. I don't know, it looks kind of dumb, but it's Leslie Nelson. Anything he does is really dumb. So, and these are another two that are sealed. The Man from Snowy River 1 and 2. There was actually 2 copies of the first Man from Snowy River in the box. The second one was open, so I sold that. I think he just sort of chucked everything in a box and just went, here, that's a Christmas present for you. Which is a great Christmas present because I love movies. I don't think he actually got anything else for any of the other stuff, so it's kind of funny. Next one is Adam Sandler in Little Nicky, one that I've been wanting to see. Everyone says it's shit, but I like the films that people hate. So I'm like, I could possibly like this or I could possibly hate it. Put it this way, I liked Jack and Jill. Yes. Next up is a John Candy film. I love John Candy. He's probably one of my favourite male actors. Not my favourite. Billy Bob Thornton's my favourite. No one will ever be better than Billy Bob Thornton. But definitely John Candy is up there. He's such a good actor. And he really reminds me of John Goodman. They're so similar. I always get them mixed up, and I love John Goodman as well. He's one of my favourite actors as well. Next up is A Night at the Roxby. Yet again, haven't seen this. A lot of people have been recommending this to me and to other YouTubers. I always hear people talking about it. I always used to hear the Fig Pick talk about it, and Wet Movie One, and you know, Cool Dude. I always used to hear them talk about this, going, no, the Roxby, no, the Roxby. I'm like, oh my god, I just need to see this already. And I still haven't, so it's definitely what I'm going to pop on the next couple of days. It's got Will Ferrell in it, and it's got the guy from Boardwalk Empire. Not Steve Buscemi, but the cop. I don't know. I've only seen the first season of Boardwalk Empire. But yeah, it's definitely one I'm going to have to check out. I do want to see Will Ferrell's new movie, Get Hard. That actually was kind of funny. Next we have Winter of Frozen Dreams. Yet again, I don't know anything about this. There's the front cover. It's one that I just kept. I'm like, it looks good. It looks cool. Okay, we're almost getting there. We've got about 10 left. We've got Under Siege 1 and 2, starring Steven Seagal. I'm not a big fan of Steven Seagal. I really don't like all these sort of action films with like Jackie Chan and Steven Seagal. A lot of people love him. At the video store that I work at, everyone goes from it. I'm like, what do you see in these films? Someone please tell me, what do you see in these films, in Steven Seagal films? He can't even act. Isn't he like a boxer or a wrestler or something in real life? Or some shit? I don't know. He's something like that. Or, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was like, Jackie Chan, like going from like Kung Fu to like acting or whatnot. There's been a couple of people like that, like The Rock, he went from wrestling now to acting and whatnot. Anyway, this one, I remember when this came out, I did want to see this one. Everyone told me it was shit though, but it was one of the ones that was in the free box, so I was going to get rid of it. It's called Apartment 143 or Apartment 143, and it's got in brackets Emergo. I don't know, it could be good, I don't know. Yeah, okay, we're almost through the DVDs and we're about to move on to the Blu-rays. Hold with us, guys. I know I will put a little... I'm not going to do I won't do every title. That's just too much work for me. It's honestly too much work. I'm just going to put a section on it saying DVDs, Blu-rays, and you can skip between DVD and Blu-ray because I don't think many people like watching people buy DVDs. I don't. I know that some people are doing it like I'm doing it now, where they do all the DVDs at the front and then Blu-rays at the end. I just skip to the end. I go halfway to the video. I'm like, I don't want to see your DVDs. Anyway, Gladiator. I want to upgrade this to Blu-ray, but it was free, so I'm like, and it's sealed, so that's why I kept it. I'm like, I'll keep you until I get the Blu-ray. One called Boy Scout, starring Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I got another one with Damon Wayans in it as well, a new one, and it had Adam Sandler in it. What was that one? I can't remember. No, I didn't buy that one. I was going to buy it and then I didn't. What's that one called? It's got Adam Sandler and Damon Wayans in it. It's one where Damon Wayans has the gun on the front and then they're on the road. I don't know. Another one called Ninja. I think they released a new one of this. Can't can't remember what it's called. I think it's just Ninja something. I don't know. Untraceable. I don't know these. I don't know anything about the next couple. Well, actually, I know the next two. The last two I don't know. I'm just gonna read them off. Beverly Hills Cops 2. Alexander, the director's cut. This one actually has 2 discs, so you can actually call this a extended cut or a special edition. They can actually say special edition because there's 2 discs. City Rats and The Core. Alrighty guys, that's all the DVDs. Let's kick them away. Okay, I'm just kicking them away. Okay, there's gonna be a cut here. Hello? Hello? Okay. Okay, I'm back. Okay, we are moving on to the Blu-rays. Okay, surprisingly, I think I have more DVDs than Blu-rays, I think. Or it could be about the same. I don't know, we'll see. I had the 4 Blu-rays from the start, so probably could be the same amount. I don't know, we'll see. I'll count them at the end and yeah, you guys won't know. Okay. Now, I obviously said in the start, I love my horror. I absolutely love it. One of my favourite companies that I love to buy horror films from is called Insomnia. Pretty much, if you look on the spine, on the top of this one, you can see a little eyeball. See a little eyeball? There's a little bit here on my horror film collection. I don't know if you can see these ones here. There's all these eyeballs. Yeah, I've got about, probably good, oh my god, I just spilled my water. No, I didn't, it's good. It's right. I've got about 10 or 12 Insomnia films. They're really, really hard to find. They are honestly almost impossible to find. I literally have to order them offline for like $20, and that's overpaying for the films because they're really bad, corny, cheesy films. But for some reason, I love them. I love these sort of films. Some of them, probably about 2 of them, I found at JB for $7 because JB sells a couple of the double packs for about $6.98. Hang on guys. Sorry, I gotta re-drive through. Yeah, JB Hi-Fi has the double packs like these. So you get the 2 Insomnia films, if you can see at the top here, it says Insomnia. You get the 2 packs for about $7. Yeah, you get them for about $7, but they're really hard to find at JB. I've got 2 of them. They were both $7 or $6.98, and then some of them I bought off the JB Hi-Fi website because they have them online but not in store, and they're about, some of them were $8, some of them were $7, some of them were $20 with dollar postage. I had $1 postage, but anyway, I'm rambling on. Actually, believe it or not, this one I didn't take off the shelves when I was getting all the ones for this update. It's Open Graves and 100 Feet. I haven't seen either of these. I actually forgot to take off the shelf. Luckily, I was talking about Insomnia. Yeah, this next one is 3D, 2D on the 1 disc. It was shit. This is probably the only Insomnia one I actually disliked. I mean, they're not films you really love or anything, but I actually do like them. This one's the only one that I actually probably didn't like. It's called Hybrid, or Hybrid 3D. Well, that looked interesting, and it was really bad. It was about this car that turned on and then it conned people into getting inside and then it killed them. I don't know. It was really bad. This next Insomnia one, though, one that I found to be pretty decent, pretty good horror film, but it was one they sort of could laugh at because the main character, who everyone knows, I'll tell you in a minute, he was really bad as a psychopath or a psychological killer. He was a really bad one. It's The Hitcher with Sean Bean. I'm sorry, Sean Bean, you need to stay away from horror films. You're a great actor. I mean, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, you're great in everything I've seen. But you cannot do horror films. I'm sorry, you cannot do horror films. You are so bad at them. I'm sorry, they should have got John Jarratt for that. I mean, the entire time I was watching that with my friend, I'm like, well, both like, John Jarratt should have done that. He was great as Wolf Creek. Moving on. This one is Braveheart. I've never seen this. I've never seen this. Yes, you can hate on me. It's just so long. How long is it? 3 hours. It's 3 minutes off 3 hours. It's too long. I don't know if I'll probably ever watch that. And I know it's a classic, cult classic. You have to watch. It's one of those films you have to watch. I don't know. I'll probably get around to the next 10 years. The Bourne Ultimatum, I'm not a fan of the Bourne films. I think I've seen a couple minutes of the latest one they did, I think 2010 or 2011, with what's his name from Avengers, who plays Hawkeye. I can't remember his name. I never got into these, I couldn't, I don't know why. Next up is Jarhead 2. I remember loving the first. I haven't had the chance to pop this one to play yet. I recently bought it when it got released, which I think about a fortnight ago, could be 3 weeks. I don't know, I should have watched it by now, but if you guys are seeing how much I buy, it is almost impossible to watch all these in a month. Like, I buy, as I said, there's 170 something films. That means I would have to watch 6 films a day to be able to tell you everything about these. That's insane. I have a job. Yeah, I'm sure it's great. The first one's great. So yeah, if it's anything like the first, I'm sure I'll love it. This one I actually loved. I bought it for $5, thought it was going to just be crap. It's called Noble Son. It's got Danny DeVito, it's got Alan Pinkman, and I can't remember what her name was. It's not Susan Sarandon, it's, I reckon her name's Mary Steenburgen. She was from Step Brothers as well. I can't remember what her name was. I'm pretty sure it's that, but I could be wrong. This is sort of like a drama, but it's making fun that it's a drama film. Danny DeVito plays this, like, not disabled, but like mentally challenged character, and he lives in the spare sort of guest house at these guy's house, who's played by Alan Rickman and the girl from Step Brothers. They've got a son, and the family's going over to, I think it's Paris or something, because the father's winning an award for being like a scientist. The son ends up getting kidnapped, and it's about that, and there's a whole big plot twist at the end. I'm not going to ruin it. It was actually a really good film for $5. It's actually probably one I'm going to watch the next day or two again, and I think I only watched it about a week ago. It's a really, really good film. If you can find it, pick it up. It's really good. It's called Noble Son. It was really, really clever how they did it. It was so good. Another $5 one, I got it from the same place I got Noble Son. It's got John Goodman in it, and the guy who plays Faramir in Lord of the Rings, I don't know his name. Really weird that I don't know his name, because I am like the biggest Lord of the Rings fan. It's called, that's his name, Joanna Wakalak. It's called Pope Joan. Pope Joan. It looks kind of like medieval wartime, so it's going to have quite a few good battles in it. I haven't heard anything about it, I haven't seen it yet. It's one that I will watch next probably week or fortnight when I get the spare chance, because I do like the Noble Son, so if it's anything sort of like that, like on the level of quality, I'm sure I'm going to love it. So, talking about quality, this next movie is far from it. Bruno, and it comes with a slip cover. I got this for $1 on Blu-ray, brand new from a used store. I don't think they knew what they were doing. It was new and sealed on Blu-ray, and it was $1. I think they either knew what they were doing or they didn't know what they were doing. They either went, it's a shit film, no one's going to pay more than $1 for it, or I don't know what the film is. So that's all I'm going to pay for this, is $1 on DVD or Blu-ray. So yeah, I got it on Blu-ray for $1. It was at a used store, but it was still sealed. This next one is Ghost Girlfriend's Past. I can't remember. What did I pay for this? $9? I got this on DVD in the box of free films that I got from my manager, but I sold it because I got this for $8. So I'm like, I'll just upgrade to Blu-ray. It seems like it could be an okay film. I'm not a huge fan of Matthew McConaughey, but you know, it could be funny. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so yeah. Next one, which I love, and it's a 2-disc one as well. I remember seeing this in the movie theaters in 2008, could be 2007. I don't know, it was one of the two. I remember seeing it with a friend. It's The Day the Earth Stood Still with Keanu Reeves. I remember liking this film. I remember my friend got it for me on DVD for my birthday, the year it was released on DVD and stuff. And then I sold it off within the year because I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, because Blu-ray wasn't out back then in Australia, so I don't know what I was expecting. I think I just sold it off to buy something else, which I do all the time. I sell something to buy something else, and then I buy it back later on. So occasionally you'll see a double or something and you go, wasn't that like your last update or the one before? And I'm like, yeah, well, I sold it and then rebought it. So a couple of things like you'll see in the next update that I would have sold I would have sold something that I bought in the last update to buy something in this update, and then you'll see in the next update something that I had in the update before this update. It's confusing, I know, but if you think about it, you'll understand it. Okay, 2 Marvel films up next. One I absolutely, literally hated, but I actually got this as a bargain. I was going to buy the steelbook of this, but same as America, the steelbook sort of like that. Within a couple of days, I looked on after day 3 of it being released, and even online, and usually online has 10 times more stock than in stores. Even online said limited stock, buy your stock now. I was stupid, didn't buy. It was $35, and it sold out. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want it anymore now, because I didn't like the film. If you saw my movie review, you know I really didn't like this film. It's Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's the 3D, 2D, digital copy one. I paid $10 for this. Used, I probably shouldn't have paid that much. But I had 3D in it, so I'm like, what the hell, when I get a 3D TV, I'll watch it in 3D. I didn't like it. I love Marvel films, I just really couldn't get myself to watch this, like this. I'll probably like them more on the second watch, so you never know. I could rewatch this and go, hey, that's a great Marvel film, but at the moment, after the first time watch, I really couldn't get into the whole Guardians of the Galaxy thing. So if I like it on the second time watch, I'll see the sequel in theaters. Because I said in my movie review, I wasn't going to see the sequel in theaters because I really didn't like the first one. But anyway, moving on. Captain America: The Winter Soldier, such a great Marvel film. It's not my favourite Marvel character. If I had to choose my favourite Marvel character or Avenger character in such, they're so all overrated anyway, and I don't usually like overrated stuff. I would probably pick, I don't know, I like the Hulk, but they've done so many versions of the Hulk, so many different actors and whatever, but I like the Hulk, the character Hulk, especially the new one. So I think the new one's the best, and then you got the Eric Bana one and the Edward Norton one, they were okay. A lot of people hated the Eric Bana one, I found it kind of decent, so yeah. I got Deliver Us from Evil. I actually got this yesterday, so obviously I haven't had the chance to watch it yet. Eric Bana's in it. I always got this one confused with the movie Prisoners, because I really wanted to see Prisoners in the theatres and I didn't see it, and I always got it confused with this when this came out in the theatres, and I'm like, oh, that's, oh no wait, no it's not. So, but yeah, another one I got is Lucy, starring Scarlett Johansson and Morgan Freeman. Scarlett Johansson I'm not a big fan of, to be honest. I mean, she's good in Avengers, but other than that, she doesn't blow me away. A lot of people are like, she's so original and stuff. Yeah, she is, but that's why I don't like her. Because, I mean, I like originality in some people, but some people are just like, no, you shouldn't be original, you should just be a follower. She would be good if she just did the typical, no, I'm not going to say that, that's rude. She should just do characters like Cameron Diaz does. Everyone follows Cameron Diaz, just follow Cameron Diaz. She knows what she's doing. I got a couple drama films here. I haven't heard of these next probably 6 or 8. I'm going to just ruffle them off for you like I did for the last couple of DVDs. Boot Tracks. I haven't heard of any of these. Probably like one of them I heard of. Broken City. A Little Bit of Heaven. Arthur Newman. Robert and Frank. The Words. Closed Circuit, The Debt. I haven't heard of any of those. Well, I've seen them on like the weekly shelves and new release shelves at work, but I really haven't seen trailers or heard what they're about or anything, so they're sort of unknown to me at the time. So, One That I Loved, which stars Mila Djokovic, Logan Lerman, Orlando Bloom, and Christopher Waltz. I originally had this on Blu-ray, sold it off so I could get the 3D version, and that's The Three Musketeers. I love this, such a good film. I bought this for, who's in it? Chris Evans. He's not named in the front. Chris Evans in this. I always forget he's in this. I love Chris Evans. He's such a good actor. Not only from The Hobbit. I saw a film he was in before he was even announced in The Hobbit films. It's called No One Lives. If you guys haven't seen No One Lives, go and check it out. See if I can find it for you guys on my horror section. Let's have a look. No One Lives, No One Lives. Here we go. So, No One Lives, that's what I'm talking about. This one I bought once, actually probably about 2 years ago, or a year or two ago when it came out. No One Lives. That one you need to check out. That one's a great horror film of Luke Evans. That's the first time I saw him in anything, and I've been recommending it to people all the time at work and stuff. So I got Welcome to the Jungle, $3 on Blu-ray. I'm not paying any more than that because I heard it was so shit and it looked shit. I got one called After the Dark. I haven't heard anything about this. Tell me if it's any good. It looked kind of cool. Okay, we're slowly getting there. Slowly getting there. Should be about 5 or 10 more minutes. Hopefully, fingers crossed, guys. Let's cross the fingers. You guys don't need to cross your fingers because you can see how much is left. Don John, $5. It's a shit film. I've seen the first half. I refuse to buy it. I refuse to watch it, but I'm putting it in the collection. Ice Age, first one, $8 on Blu-ray, great price. I need to get all 4 of them. I originally owned the 4th one, and then I sold it on Blu-ray, and they had a big W for $10 on Blu-ray. I had the Blu-ray DVD digital copy, and I had a little plush toy with it. It was all new and sealed, $10. I should have got it. I do regret I was walking around with it for like 10 minutes, and then I put it down. I'm like, nah. Walked down, like, I really should have got that. Anyway, moving on, we got Independence Day. I haven't seen this in years, got to rewatch that, man. Resident Evil Retribution on 3D. I upgraded that to 3D. I had it on 2D. I decided to upgrade to 3D. I have been upgrading a lot of my stuff to 3D, so when I do get my 3D TV, I will have a lot to watch. So you guys, yet again, will see a lot of things that you know I've bought if you're regular and go, you've owned that before. It's because I'm upgrading to 3D. A lot of them I am upgrading to 3D at the moment. You know, Transformers 4, Transformers 3. I'm getting all of them on 3D and whatnot. So yeah, you guys are going to see a lot of things I've already bought on 2D, now on 3D. Next up, The Longest Weekend. Love Jason Bateman, hands down, probably one of the funniest actors on the planet. I just love anything he's in. I don't think he's done anything bad. Horrible Bosses is one of his funniest films, I reckon. So if you have not heard of Jason Bateman, please go check him out. He's a great actor. I'm sure you all have heard of him from Horrible Bosses and whatnot. So this is one I heard of many years ago, probably about 2.5 years ago, when a YouTuber called Swap Meet Search was on here. I don't know if you guys remember him or you guys ever heard of him. He was a good friend of What Movie Ones. I'm sure you guys heard of him at least once. He was always talking about this film, and he was also always talking about a film called Moonrise Kingdom. I checked out Moonrise Kingdom probably about 6-7 months ago and loved it to pieces. And he was recommending to everyone, and I didn't listen to him. So hopefully this is good, because he was always recommending this as well, and it's called Enough Said. So hopefully this is as good as the Moonrise Kingdom. So far he's done good. Things he's recommended me have been good. So yeah. These are the last 3 Blu-ray, well, normal Blu-ray films before we start moving into collector's editions and TV series. Because you guys haven't seen any TV series yet. Yes, I always have at least one TV series in my updates. Don't judge me, I got this for $5. One Direction, Up All Night Tour. I like these guys. I like buying their live concerts. They seem to do good shows. They don't only do dancing, but they're good live, they sound good live, so, you know, $5, that's a great price for one of their live films. A film I refused to buy because it was annoying, overrated, and, in my opinion, probably really bad. Lego Movie, I know, everyone's like, why wasn't it nominated for an Oscar? It is for original song for Everything Is Awesome. So it is just not for Best Picture or Best Animated Picture. It definitely doesn't deserve a Best Animated Picture again. Everyone's saying, why isn't it? I don't think it should be in there, to be honest. The next film, however, definitely deserved to be nominated, and it is nominated for Best Animated Picture of the Year. This was great. I saw this in theaters. This was so good. This gave a credit, sort of like a thank you to Peter Jackson. I don't know why. He didn't do anything on the film. Accordingly, he only got a thank you. And it's the Boxtrolls. This is great. I love this. And as I said, I'm not a big fan of animation. This one was great though. It was really original. This probably really deserves to be Best Picture of the Year. I really wish Big Hero 6 was nominated as Best Film of the Year, because honestly, I would vote for that. Because I don't vote for the Oscars or the Golden Globes or anything, because I'm in Australia, so we don't really get to vote. I would vote for Big Hero 6 though if I got the chance to. That was a great, great film. Yeah, that's sort of all the normal DVDs and all the normal Blu-rays done. I've got some games, TV series, and a special little collection thing that I want to show you guys. So I'm going to start with the games, then I'm going to go through the TV series, and then the little special something. And no, it is not what you're thinking. Get that out your head. First game here is Resident Evil Revelations. I've got quite a few games here tonight. I don't know why. I think they were cheap. I think they're only a couple dollars each. Lost, I remember the computer game that I had when I used to have a PC probably about 10 or 12 years ago. About 10 or 11 so years ago, I threw my PC out the window and upgraded to Mac. I love my Mac. I've got an iMac, a MacBook Pro, an iPhone, an iPod. I am an i person. I'm a big Apple person and I'm getting an iWatch. So yes, you cannot tell me that, no one can con me into getting a PC. No one can. I don't care what people say, I'm going to have lots of comments saying Macs are shit, get a PC. I like Macs more than PCs because I'm not a gamer. I don't game besides really what I play on PS3 and I barely play PS3. I don't know, I find PCs are slow. I don't like slow. Macs are like that, they're really fast. I do video editing all the time, so Macs are way better for video editing than PCs are, and all my friends who love PCs, we always have arguments against PCs and Macs all the time, but they actually agree, yeah, Macs are better for video editing. And that's why I think I love them so much. And I mean, PCs, why am I talking PCs and Macs? Anyway, I'm not going to ramble on about it, I'll do that in another video. But yeah, I remember the PC game for Lost, it didn't work. I don't remember why. I remember trying to control the person and he wouldn't move, so I couldn't get past the first. I couldn't even get him to move. So hopefully that actually works. And I'm actually not going to spoil it, but I've got something relating to Lost coming in the mail, so I hope that comes next week. If it does, unboxing coming your way. Yeah, I was actually supposed to do 3 unboxings this week, but I opened the packages before I did the video. So I'm like, oh, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to put them back in, see you later, pretend I'm opening it for the first time. That's so stupid. Another game I got this because the show is so amazing, and it's the Game of Thrones on PS3. Hopefully this is interesting. It looks kind of cool. Looks like all battles and stuff, so. Next up, South Park, The Stick of Truth. This could be fun. I'm assuming you're just going to get to wander around the streets of South Park swearing and stealing. I swear that's all the game's going to be about. I don't know. I've never seen any gameplays or anything. I heard this game's pretty shit, but it's Injustice Gods Among Us. I don't know, this could be good. It's Batman and all that, so Joker and Wonder Woman and Green Lantern, so it could be good. I don't know, I like all DC and stuff. Well, not DC, but I like Marvel and, you know, superheroes. I also got Metro Last Night, or is it Last Night? Yeah. Last Light, Metro Last Light. I don't know, these all look interesting from the back. None of these besides really the Lost I have ever played or seen, you know, what it looks like on gameplay or anything, but they all look good from the back, so I don't think I will play this one, to be honest. I think I just bought this because it was like $3. Risen 2, Dark Waters. Is this any good? Has anyone played here, any gamers? I don't know. If you're a gamer and you've played this, please let me know if it's any good. And last game, but certainly not least, Dark Souls 2. This could be good. I don't know. I've heard mixed things about that one. So, yeah. Now, okay, I'm gonna grab another drink. Okay, TV series. I have 3 TV series to show. Okay, I'm gonna show the DVD one first. And I've got 2 Blu-ray series. I've been trying to upgrade all my DVD TV series to Blu-ray, but there's occasional that don't get released on Blu-ray, such as this one. I can't find season 1 anywhere. I think I'm just going to have to order it online on eBay or something, and it's only like $20, so I may as well. I watched the first and second episode of this online. I should put hush hush, but anyway, so the first 2 episodes online. Pretty decent show. It has Dylan O'Brien in it. He's a great actor. I heard about the show all the time and I wasn't really interested in seeing it because it was mostly like girls and stuff who were always like, ah, it's great. So I was like, oh, it's probably just going to be like another, not Home and Away, if you live in Australia, you know what that is, but it's sort of like another Puberty Blues. That's another Australian show, so half of you guys probably won't know what that is. I don't know what to relate to. I was assuming it's probably going to be like another Gilmore Girls or something like that, if you know what that is. Not that I've seen any of those shows that I just named, but this one, so far within the first 2 episodes, seems pretty decent. I bought season 2 because the story behind all 3 of these, so the story's the same, just the prices were different. This was originally $20 on DVD, and then I got a, if you've ever been to JB Hi-Fi if you live in Australia, you know how they got their white stickers and it's like, it'll have the original price, and then you got other ones which will be on sale. Yeah, I kind of got this was originally $20, and I kind of got another TV series and peeled off the $15.98 sticker and stuck it over the top, and I got a $15.98. Saved about $4, and it's Teen Wolf Season 2. I was rambling on there for a minute, but I did with them with all these shows. I'll tell you what I saved with the other 2. So far so good, seems like a good show. Dylan O'Brien is always good. I haven't found him in a bad role yet. I'm really excited for Maze Runner to come out on Blu-ray. It comes out today. That was supposed to be in this update, but I worked back really late. I worked to 6:30, so all the shops were shut, and the video store I worked at didn't have any for sale. We didn't order any in, so we only got like 15 copies on DVD and Blu-ray to hire, and I was not impressed with my manager when he's ordering in 32 copies of Fury. Good film, Fury, but should be getting the same amount for Maze Runner, so I wasn't very happy with him when he didn't get very many copies of Maze Runner, because we hired every single one of those copies out within an hour, and people were asking for it, and I was getting shitty. I'm like, stop asking for it. I'm like, I know it's a good film, but we can't give it to you because everyone's hired it. Next up is a Blu-ray TV series. I love this series. A lot of people don't like it. I love it. It's just been renewed for season 3. Cannot wait. I'm seriously waiting, and they always have not the best cliffhangers, but they always have really decent cliffhangers. Under the Dome season 1 on Blu-ray. I was going to buy this when it first came out. It was like $60-something, and like most TV series, Blu-ray TV series that when they come out. The story behind this was originally I think $64 when it came out, and then it went down to an average price of like 45 or 46. I'm still like, oh, I don't really want to pay $45, $46 for it on Blu-ray. So yet again I got one of the little special stickers from one of them, and I got it for $22.95 or $22.98, sorry, from JB. And I'm like, okay, that's what I'm paying, and they put it through Christmas time, really busy. They're like, we don't, oh my god, sorry. Just a little burp. But yeah, they were sort of just like, I'll just let them through. It's $22.95. It's like $30 cheaper than what it is. Just put it through. Because I like had lines. I'm like, hey, I just had $30 on Under the Dome. I had a gift card for JB from after Christmas. It was like Boxing Day or the day after Boxing Day, and had lines going around the store. And if you know how big a JB Hi-Fi is in like the city, you know they're massive. There was a line like going around the back of the store. So they just like put it through. But yeah, Under the Dome season 1, quite happy, $20 on Blu-ray, brand new and sealed. I've seen it only once on TV, so I've got to re-watch this and season 2 before season 3 comes on. Reason I didn't get season 2 was because I had a $40 gift card for JB. Season 2 was 60 something on Blu-ray, and I'm like, I will not get away with putting that down to 20, and I don't think I had any money on me at the time. I only had the gift card, so I'm like, if I put it down to like 40 with a little yellow sticker, I'm still going to go over. But anyway, Under the Dome, love that show. Not a lot of people don't. And this completes my up to date with it. And it's actually my favourite season. This next thing. I've got season 1, 2, and 4. Bought 4 on day 1. I don't know why I didn't buy this on day 1. It was my favourite season. It was so true. The Clay Singer, the YouTuber, he did a video about this. We buy shit we don't need, and we don't buy the shit we want. Pretty much with movies, and he's so true, because I always off put buying this, because yet again it was always $65, $70 on Blu-ray. I'm like, great show, great season, love it. It's probably one of the best shows on TV besides NCIS, but I'm not paying that much for that on Blu-ray. Yet again, I got a sale sticker for it and stuck it on. I got for like $30 a thing on Blu-ray. It's The Walking Dead season 3 on Blu-ray. I love the show. Season 5, part 2 starts back in February. I cannot wait. I wasn't that shocked in the season, the mid-season finale, season 5 wasn't that shocked. I knew what was going to happen. I'm not going to spoil it here though, just in case you're not up to date. My manager spoiled season 3 for someone, and they weren't happy. But yeah, Season 3, that completes my collection now. I was off put buying this because it's always so expensive. I think it was the most expensive out of all 4 seasons. Like, that was $67 or $68, and it still is. Yet Season 4 on Blu-ray on release day was only like $55, and I got the limited one, like the Australian exclusive cover. So yeah, that completes my Walking Dead up to date until Season 5 comes out. So let's just put the games down there. Okay. Now, I'm going to grab another drink quick. Sorry guys, this is probably going on for hours. I'm going to get on the computer. I don't have a timer thing on here, so I don't know how long it's going for so far. I'm going to get on the computer and go, fuck. I know we've been here for at least over an hour at least. I know that, or at least quite close to it. I don't know where to start with these ones, so I'm up to the sort of special thing now. There's about 10 titles here. I'll start, I'll split them up. Okay, I'll do them later. Okay, so I did quite a bit of ordering off eBay lately, and as I said, I could have done 4 or 5 unboxings in the last week, but I decided not to because I'm like, open it! I rip it open, I'm like, oh, I was supposed to do an unboxing of that, and I promised myself I would. So, the first thing I ordered off eBay, I ordered 2 copies of the second film of this. I'll show you all the trilogy at once, one by one. But I ordered the first and second Lord of the Rings on DVD. I'm trying to get every edition of it. I love it. Over the years I've been trying to get every edition I possibly can get my hands on. So I bought the first and second DVDs of them, just the standard, you know, 2-disc ones. I ended up buying 2 copies of the second one because I bought one for $4.50. I'm like, that's a bargain. And then I bid on this and I won, so. But it wasn't just them 2 that I won. For $19 I got them, and I got this limited, Return of the King one, so it opens up like that. It's see-through, and then you got the discs in there. So yeah, that's cool. $19. You get the trilogy, and you get the special edition Return of the King one. All I need now is just the you know, standard, like these ones of the Return of the King, and I think like 1 or 2 more editions, and then that's like it. Okay, moving on. I got the standard double play Blu-rays of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. At the end of the video, I'm going to show my Middle Earth cabinet because it's like getting full, so with a shit ton of editions. Also, I ordered from America the American exclusive steelbooks. Now, these were sealed, and I was going to leave them sealed. The only problem was all the discs were loose. At least one of the 2 discs that are next to the 2 disc ones, at least one of the 2 in each of them were loose, and I'm like, I'm not leaving them. And my mum's like, oh, well, you should just left them sealed. It's not like you're going to use them or anything or jiggle them around. I'm like, it's not the point. I don't want them going around in them, but you got, that's the second one there on top. I want to show you guys something in a sec with that second one. And then you got the third. And then you got the first. I paid $50 for the trilogy, you know, from America, and it took like 2 weeks to get here. So yeah, I like these steelbooks. They're really good. I did want to leave them sealed, but as I said, they were, you know, the discs were loose and stuff, so I didn't want to leave them loose. When you look at it on the side, you can notice some. Oh, it's a bit dark. You can't. On the second one, there's a massive dent. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll have a little video at the top here of me out in the light on the table. So yeah, there's a massive dent there that you can see. Well, hopefully I'll be able to have a video of it. It's massively down in the corner. I've sent an email to the guy in America saying, hey, look, it definitely wasn't the post office, I can tell you that, because usually it's the post office who dents them, right? But it came 1 at the front and 3 at the back and 1 in between them, and the first and third are fine. So it's, I don't know if he's actually accidentally dented them when he's put them in there or something, or he's accidentally knocked it or something before he's put it in there, but it's quite dent. And I didn't notice that, my friend did, and she goes, because I'm like, oh yeah, they're awesome, and she goes, that one's dented. I'm like, oh my god, it is too, and I didn't even notice it. So I've sent it to me. Hopefully he gets back to me and sends me another one. Hopefully, if he doesn't, it's not a big deal, but it's really dented. It is really dented. So, but it doesn't matter. I'm happy I got the trilogy. Yeah. Now moving on, I got 5 more titles, guys. 6 more, sorry. I got and I'm doing the same with The Hobbit. I'm trying to get all the editions of The Hobbit. I got the 3D edition of The Hobbit, The Unexpected Journey. I got the just the normal, well, it's 2 discs, but it doesn't state it. The Hobbit, The Unexpected Journey. I need just the double play, the one that states double play. I know it sounds stupid, guys, but if you have a favourite franchise, you know what I'm talking about. People who love the Halloweens or who love the Friday the 13th, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a movie lover and you have a favourite franchise, you know what I'm talking about. You want to get every edition of the film. And I also got the DVD and ultraviolet one of The Hobbit, The Unexpected Journey. I also got The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, no UV on DVD. The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug with the UV. And then The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug double play. So there's a couple more editions I need of The Hobbit. Not really, you know, eager to grab all of them all at once like I'm with Lord of the Rings. Because I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan and I am Hobbit. But Hobbit comes in close second. It's all Middle Earth. But yeah, that is everything, guys. We are done with the update. That's everything. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anything. I don't think I have. I know in the last update I forgot Step Up 5 and I did a little bit at the end on my on the kitchen table, but yeah, that's it. That's everything. I'm not going to ramble on at the end here because I know in the last couple of updates, or in all my updates, I ran on for like 10 minutes at the end, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say goodbye straight away. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Hit that like button. Leave me down a comment of what you thought of all the titles I got. What do you think of the steelbooks, the Lord of the Rings steelbooks? Let me know what you think of them because I actually love them. They're my favourite things of what I've bought in this update. Either the Walking Dead or the steelbooks are my favourite from what of everything here. I've got a shit ton of things to pack up. I've got some editing to do, so I'm going to catch up. It's about 1 in the morning, so I've got some shit I need to do. So thank you guys for watching. As I said before, leave a comment, hit that like button if you want to see more videos like this, or not as long videos as these, but you know, updates like this. And definitely hit that subscribe button, guys. Definitely helps out a lot. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you guys later.